How to tell if it's too easy. Over the last few days I've talked about increasing intensity in sessions, not to get to 100%, because none of us ever will, but to get somewhat closer to maximise the progress we make. How to have progressive overload across the course of sessions to stop it getting easier. And ultimately, as part of that, people often underestimate what they can do, whether that be the weight they can lift, the version that they can do, or what have you. And a little test, really, to see if you can do the next level is just to give it a go. Barring injuries that will be aggravated by it, which we can work around, largely speaking, if you can do 10 reps on one way, I can guarantee you can do at least 5 on the next weight. It's not going to be too heavy to do at all. So if you're currently deadlifting, say, 30 kilos like this, and you can do 10 reps, you won't go to 35 and not be able to pick it up. You will do a number of reps. I'd say just give it a go. In every session there's a rough range that we're working towards, and if you do it and you go over that range, or you get to the pre-designated time where you stop, you could have done more, then we go heavier. If you can't get to the bottom end of that range, we go lighter. So let's say we're doing 5 to 10 deadlifts. We do as many as we can. And if we can do 12, 13, 14, 15, we go a bit heavier to bring that number down. If we can only do 3, we go a bit lighter. But again, if it's only a bit heavier than something you've done before, you'll definitely be okay doing it. It will just bring the number down. Again, no one ever goes up with one weight having been doing 10 reps and just can't lift the next weight. They can maybe do 5 or 7. And another way is just how easy you find it to kind of get in position. Because quite often people will go, yeah, that's too heavy. And I'm like, well, that bit is actually harder than what I'm wanting you to do with it. You know, if they go over and pick a kettlebell up like that for a deadlift, it's way too light, because the weight that we can pick up like that is significantly less than the weight that we can pick up like that. For some of the exercises, it should be more challenging for a single repetition to get in position, to get the weight, to get started, than it is to do the actual repetitions of the exercise. Chest press is another great example. If we've got the sort of weight that's going to be sufficiently challenging to these large muscles that chest press involves, it should be a bit tricky to get back onto your back with those dumbbells in position. If we're lying on the bench and we can just reach down and pick up the dumbbells and lift them into position, we genuinely need to triple or quadruple the weight. Because the kind of weights we can lift like that, without tearing something or dislocating our shoulders, are literally a third or a quarter of the weight that we can do like that. So in summary, if it's too light, not going to do a great deal. If you're not sure, have a go. If it's just 1 plate or kilo or whatever more than you've done before, I guarantee you're going to do some reps. Worst case scenario, it's less reps than the given range, and we just go back. But chances are, I think, you'll still be in the same range. Do that for the amount of time, gets a bit easier, then do the same and keep progressing.